So in this video, we're going to focus really on strengthening the core as well as strengthening the knee joints. So creating um, some movement with the knees and also through the hips. So grab a block and start in yogi squat with the toes pointed out to the side and the hips externally rotated. Now you can take your hands and bring them together and then draw the hands into the heart and kind of press your knees outwards to the side. Try to keep your feet nice and flat and your back nice and straight. And let's start by taking some deep breaths here. So you can come into Ujjayi breath. Start to bring in some heat. And just feel the sense of grounding into the feet as we open the hips. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do some extension into the knees here and move the hips to the side. So you can take your block, we're going to place under one knee and then just extend the leg out and then just come forward a little bit and then up and then switch sides. So we'll bring the block under the other knee, straighten that leg out to the side. You can see the leg is straight out with the toes flexed, and we're just going to lean over a little bit. So engaging the core as well here as we do that movement. We're creating mobility into the hip, into the knee joint. And you can move as slow as you need to, so don't rush or force the movement. Feel that stretch into the hamstring as you do that. It's a nice variation of some of the other postures that we do. Okay, let's do that one more time here. And then come back into your squat for another couple of deep breaths. Now, if you're having a problem with the balance of the squat, you can always come up against the wall and use the wall for support, okay? But the yogi squat is such an amazing posture for building that lower body strength and really supporting the knee joints and even the hip joints. Now from here, we're gonna do a little movement where we're just gonna bring the knee down and just kind of turn and twist, okay? So you can bring your hand to the floor as you do that, as you do the little twisting turn movement, back and forth. Twist and turn. And just feel that movement. So kind of getting some mobility into these hip joints. You can see how the hips are externally rotating and internally rotating as we move back and forth. Okay, and then come back into the yogi squat. Again, take a few deep breaths here. And then just release, so come right into seated pose. Okay, so straightening the legs here, flex the toes, lengthen the spine, keep the back nice and straight, okay? And just feel the sense of grounding into the buttocks, into the hands, into the heels. We're gonna inhale and reach up with the arms, and then exhale, fold forward into a nice forward fold, and then inhale, reach up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, reach up, exhale and fold, inhale, exhale. So about 5 repetitions of that. And arise and come up. Take your hands behind you and then point the toes. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. Okay. So from here, if you need blocks, you can bring your hands to the blocks. You can also drop your elbows to the floor and do it that way as a modification. And then you're lifting your hips up as high as you can as you engage the front thighs and the back of the thighs. Let the shoulders roll back, tilt your chin up, and we're going to come down, okay? And then again, move up. Lift the hips and pelvis up. Drop the head. Come down. And again. And one more time. This time we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Come back into what we call the Dandasana, the seated staff pose. Take a few deep breaths here. And now moving into some more core, we're going to come into boat. We're going to do half boat. So we're going to bend one knee and lift this leg up. Now you can take your hands and support your leg here, okay? And then we're going to do some flexion and extension. So I want you to flex and extend at the knee as we do that. Engage the leg. And then we're going to hold that. Now you can either hold on to the leg here, or you can bring the hands out to the side. Okay, so you can challenge yourself whichever way that feels right for you. And then release. Okay, just bring the knees in, straighten the spine, and then go ahead and straighten the other leg. So same thing here. You can support, interlock the fingers underneath the calf muscle here. Okay, get nice and long to the spine. Draw your navel in towards the spine as well. And then from here, you're going to flex and extend that leg. Again, you can use your hand to kind of support it as needed. And then hold it if you can. Release the hands out and just engage the core that way. And then release. Okay, and then draw the knees into the chest. Come forward a little bit and just drop the head, just flexing into the neck, into the spine here. That nice stretch into the back of your neck. Hold that and breathe. And then keep the head up. And this time, using both legs. So you can bend the knees here in this boat pose here. And you can work towards straightening the leg using the help of your hands. Okay, we're going to do both knees. Flex and extend. Engaging the core, and you can come forward a little bit as you draw the knees to your chest. Don't get discouraged if you fall out of the pose. If you roll onto your back, that's perfectly fine. You can come back into it here. We're designing this as a strengthening, leg strengthening, support the knees and hips as well as the core strengthening, okay? And then bring the feet to the floor. Straighten the legs. Come into Dandasana staff pose. And then we'll come right onto our back with the knees bent as we set up for the bridge pose. Okay, so feet hip width apart. Spread the toes, reach out with the arms, middle fingers just touching the heels. And then press the hands and feet down into the floor. So we're going to lift the hips up here. Now, let's take the block if you can. Now, you can do this without a block, but I suggest using the block for a little more support because we're going to do some leg movements here. Now, you can take it on the lower part of the block or you can flip it higher. Just make sure it's stable and supported under the sacrum, the lower part of the spine. Arms relaxed. And then from here, we're going to lift this leg up, one leg at a time, flex at the ankle, and then flex and extend. Nice controlled movements. Squeezing, engaging the leg muscles, really supporting and strengthening the knee joints and the ankles as well. And slowly lower that foot to the floor. Let's lift the other leg, flex at the ankle, press the heel up to the ceiling. And when you're ready, flex and extend at that knee joint. Engaging the leg, feel the strength into the quadriceps. As you do that, and then bring the foot to the floor. And now, before you release, just activate those hamstrings. Squeeze the back of the thighs. Engage. Squeeze the glutes a little bit here. Engage. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the block. Bring your back to the floor. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze here. And now this is the opportunity to either go and do a little bit of yin yoga if you'd like, or just come right into shavasana and just allow your mind and your body to simulate this short core strengthening practice. Just feel your whole body sinking deep into the floor, completely relaxing. You can move into deep diaphragmatic breathing now. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Deep, full breaths. Stay here as long as you need. Thank you for the practice. Peace and namaste.